Okay, there we go. Turns out I was muted that entire time. But yeah, what happened between now and before was that everything chose to break. Like, my PC first shut off its own internet for no reason. Like, the Wi-Fi everywhere else in the house was fine. My PC just shows that it refused. So I just had to genuinely go unplug the Ethernet, replug it, and fix itself for some reason. It used to happen in the past as well, but that was under very specific circumstances and hasn't happened in, like, I think a year now. So I don't know why that's a thing. Don't know why that happened, but it did, and I suffered from it. And then OBS crashed itself. For, again, reasons that I don't know. I don't know why it crashed itself. It just did. And then, after OBS crashed itself, I tried to, like, fix everything. And my model broke itself as well. So that happened. And then after that happened, even more happened with, due to my family doing something. It caused, what was it called? Like, the power breaker to flip, which shut off power, as you could guess. So I had to go fix that as well. So, a bucket of milk for 2 emeralds? What are you? That is the most broken ass deal I've ever heard of. You're getting put in a boat now. And hopefully you can't disappear. Listen, man. Be fine. Just stay there. I probably end up using for too long. This looked like ass. This place looks so bad. That's the house of the farmer and the Fletcher. I need, honestly, like how all 3 of the metalworking guys are all together in one place. I really like that, so I want to make them like that. So, like the next house I want to make is like a big blacksmith. But that is, gonna be really difficult, but I believe I can do it. I just need a lot of stone. I don't know what to build with it exactly. What would a blacksmith's house even look like? I don't know. Do I have even enough cobble to build something like that? I'm lacking lava or any real means of doing it. I would like stuff like an anvil, but I don't have that either. Also, I want to test a theory that I have. If I'm right, it'll be quite useful. If not, I don't lose much, but I need sheep for it. You're about to make me a lot of money, cow. There's the, no, that isn't. I thought that was Mother Sheep, but no, that's just the Wandering Trader. Wait, he takes the fucking buckets, you prick! Die. You deserve this. At least I still have 1 cow and 1 sheep, which I'll be using later. Okay. You're an asshole. Stay. Both of you will be of use later. Let's go get some more sheep and cows. I'm in a little bit of a bad mood today. Got very annoyed yesterday with a lot of stupid people. I hate how people have a lot of idiotic ideas. Like linking pain to how good you are. Like, oh yeah, you know, the more you suffer, the further you get. No, that is not how that works. I can promise you. Pain can be a side effect of growth, but pain and growth should not be together. For some reason, people have this fucking grind set bullshit in their head that they think actually functions. Completely forgetting half the shit that the side effects come with. Like, I don't think these people realize just how horrible a grind set is long term. You may do well for now, but that will cause you so much suffering later. Especially with their joints, people just kind of take them for granted, which is really dumb. Like, human joints hurt a lot. It's just that you are young and it doesn't matter yet. But it will eventually. And trying to just go, ooh, Sigma set grind set bullshit, I don't even know how you say it. It just does not work. Sigma grind sets do not work. Honestly, I don't even understand what this fucking male top G bullshit is, I'm gonna be honest. There's like a small set of people, in my opinion, I will keep calling it small until the day I get murdered for it, who think that that actually matters. And it's always the most pathetic, dreamless people ever, like my brother. I love my siblings, don't get me wrong. Or at least I try to. Well, correction. I love some of my siblings. I love the other me's, not so much. Yeah. Not me's, mostly because they have all gotten very dumb ideas into their heads. The most annoying thing I keep hearing from people is that people who tell me their dreams are just money. Just getting and spending money out of their dreams, and I don't get it. Money has and will always be a tool, not something to strive for, so I don't get people who just go with money. What do you do once you get everything that you could buy, theoretically? You're just going to die? You're that pathetic that you can't create anything yourself, so the only thing you can do is buy what others created? That sounds stupid. You hold no love for your own work. And you hold no love for anything that you do. I don't know what's more pathetic than just holding no love for everything you made. And instead holding on to other people's creations. Their emotions and their art. Art in of itself is a way to convey emotions, history, and just how somebody is. Their personality. If you truly cannot create art, then you have none of those. You don't have a personality, you don't have a history, you might as well not be human. And I'll probably get fucking murdered for that, but I don't care. If you truly cannot create any sort of artwork that is yours, if you genuinely lack the ability to create, then you lack the ability to be human. You are nothing, and you'll always be nothing. Creation is the most basic of human actions. You don't have to be good at it. I have to say this outright. When I say that if you cannot create, you're not human, I don't mean you can't make good art. I mean you can't make art, period. You can't convey yourself, period. You can't do anything creative, period. Like some of my family members seem to be. Creativity, a lot of the time, is just, well, considered as a sort of talent when it's not. Everybody's creative. I doubt there's a single person who hasn't daydreamed in class or just thought about something they thought was cool. Creativity comes in many ways, and it's so basic and easy. But people seem to still not want to. And those people are pathetic. If you genuinely only care for things others create and don't care for yourself, you might as well be, yeah, you might as well not exist, I'm gonna be honest. Not in the dead way, I'm just saying your life is just kinda over with. You don't have a life. I don't mean that, oh, you can die. No, you are dead. If you genuinely can't do anything besides what others show and tell you, then you're just dead at that point, aren't you? Aren't those what robots are for? Robots and all those are just things that are supposed to do what you tell them to. That's all they are. They don't do anything besides what you tell them to. A robot, by definition, can never go past its programming. It will never go past its programming. Even if you made a robot that changed its own programming, it's still within its own programming because you programmed it to change itself. Is it different? Yeah. Still a robot in the end. And if that's genuinely all you can do, then you're not human. I find that very sad. I doubt any of these people are actually like that. Most of the time, I'm guessing, as Void always tells me, just life got to them over time. And they gave up on themselves. At that point, sadly enough, that is them being killed in a way. I won't sugarcoat it much. Our society kills people, and nobody cares. A lot of society has changed from... Well, not changed. They've always been like this. They ignore any type of death that isn't physical, for they cannot understand the most basic of mental deaths. They ignore people who died by choice after being pushed to it, let's just say. Because to them, that isn't a murder. That isn't somebody who another person pushed to death. That was just a mentally sick person. You know, nobody gets punished for that. Which is stupid. If murder can be punished, so should that. Are they not the same thing? And you may ask where the punishment should go if that is true, but everyone. As a society, you allowed somebody to become a parent who should not have. You allowed somebody else to grow up to a point where they did that. And as the person who grew up with that family, you chose not to go past that point. So both the parents, the government, society, and the person committing the crime are all held justifiable by it. But, well, considering how we handle stuff to this day, only the person who caused it would be justifiable by it. Not justifiable, accused of it, I suppose. I'm sure. English isn't exactly my first language now, is it? Our society is really weird in what they consider a crime and what not. At this point, a crime isn't really, like, a moral or societal thing. It's just whatever they feel like calling a crime. Whatever they don't like, they can label as a crime. The basic crimes are understandable. Stealing, that's simple. You took something another person worked for. Murder, that's simple. You hurt another person. Assault, again, you hurt another person. And then there's like all of those, understandable. Like even with stuff like copyright, which is just the same as like stealing. Like it's just given the same thing, but for creative stuff. Like all of those are understandable based off of the ruling of hurting another person equals a crime. But then they started putting whatever they felt like as a crime. They just started labeling anything they don't like a crime. Trans people, crime. Being gay, crime. Why? Because crime. Scientifically, they don't really hurt each other. Like incest, sure, that can be a crime. Though in certain places it also isn't, because they just don't feel like doing the most basics. Because incest causes inbreeding, and inbreeding has been scientifically shown to cause infant deaths, which is just killing people or causing the birth of people who will be stuck in a painful body and world that isn't made for them. So cruelty. So going by that logic, cruelty should also be considered a crime in some way. That's the law they chose, and along with the other ones. Cruelty makes sense, you're hurting another person. But what about after that? a lot of it doesn't make sense. There's like... addictions are also criminalized. Drugs should be criminalized, but not from the buyers, but rather the sellers. People who do drugs are just addicts that need help. There's a lot that would push somebody to do drugs, not just because haha funny. Sure, it could be, but you really just pick whatever they feel like at that point. Do they feel like putting it this way? They put it that way. Is this disgusting them? It's now illegal. And countries don't even mean anything anymore. Previously, a country was meant to be, like, a country and a nation were both supposed to be a representation of the people that lived there and what their wants were. That's all the leaders were. A way to unify everybody's voices so that they can be heard more easily. But then, due to how it went, they changed that from a way to show the people's voice to a way to gain power. And it stopped having any part of the people's voice in it. It just became power and money because it was easy. If you become the leader, you get a bunch of monies and a bunch of power. And nobody stops you for a set amount of time. It's just really bad. Horribly bad, obviously, but I'm honestly embarrassed I have to talk about any of this because it sounds like I'm like pestering a small child. Like, okay, here's your ABCs, but that is genuinely what our world has come to, where I'm over here teaching people the equivalent of ABCs of the world. Because people take the word nation and just act like it means whatever it currently is instead of what it was supposed to mean. It all just means whatever people want now. All words have lost their meanings at this point. At this point, everybody's bad. Nobody's been left pure. Nearly everybody's just bad. To a point. Being bad has become a base. Instead of it being that, you know, you should be a good person, it's now just, please stop hurting other people and do whatever the hell you want from there. As long as you don't act on it, you're fine. As long as you don't hurt another person, it's fine how many other bad things you do to yourself, because it doesn't matter. We've gone to the bare minimum. Because everybody's become a bad person to a point if you're talking actually morally perfect. It's become a thing where believing anybody's good is a really big... like... No. I was gonna say something else, but no. Let's just say it's a big misunderstanding. I'm not allowed to say the other word, so let's just say very big misunderstanding. On whoever's side that is. Nobody's been left pure. Nobody will ever be good until everything burns down again. The system isn't broken. It never was. The entire system is working exactly how they wanted it to work. Just not by the people you think made the system. The system is no longer made by those who wanted just the simple connection of people. It's become like with the presidency and all that. A president changed from somebody who would speak for the people to just a seat of power. And that is just normal. That is how the system was made to work. It was fine for a while, but the system got to that point eventually by each president that came before wanting more and more power until they reached this point. Each of them wanted more power, so they changed the laws a little. Made them a little looser for them to change. Made it a little easier for them to do this and that until we reached the point where all that remains is power. Absolute power corrupts absolutely. The idea of one person holding that much power was stupid to begin with, and will always be stupid. No one person should hold that much power. But it's not like anything I say matters. Nobody will change anything. This is how it was made to be, and this is how it will stay. Why am I saying this in that case? Because I feel like it, honestly. I feel like being a yapper, and there's no downsides to it. What's gonna happen? Things will change? No. I can say and do whatever I feel like doing, and nothing would change. So the only thing that matters is my own moral compass. What I choose is right or wrong. Nobody else will actually do anything right or wrong by any other definition. Besides what they choose, I suppose. So I suppose everything that I'm saying is very stupidly difficult to understand. I suppose an easy way of explaining it all would be that nobody's gonna do anything different. Nobody's gonna change anything. There's no point in trying to change it. Because, well, honestly, a lot of people say that if they had the absolute power, they would change the things to be better in this way or that way, but no, you wouldn't. You wouldn't fix anything. You may have the will to, but you're human. You have a limited amount of time. What happens the moment you die? The very second you die, the next greedy bastard who wants power and money will just get over. They'll just take over your place, and nothing you did matters. All of your hard work will be gone. The only way you can help anything isn't by being in a position of power, but rather by connecting to the people and genuinely changing them. Something no one will do. Not well enough anyways. Because you can't do it alone. You need multiple separate people to work together. That is the only way that would succeed. You need to get many people from many groups, connecting them together. Give them a shared goal and a shared path, and then go from there. So, trying to believe that people wouldn't just go funny haha and continue is also very, very optimistic thinking. You would need to go from the children, honestly. Take the children away from the parents who have already been corrupted by this world, and then hope really hard, like really hard. Just hope really, really hard that hopefully, just hopefully, you can teach the kids how to live in this world before the world teaches them something different. Which you won't, sadly. This plan wouldn't work because of how people would react to it. Can't blame them. Their reactions are valid, it's just they will stop you. No parent wants their children gone, and nobody wants anything different from what they like. People like the status quo. They like how things are, they don't like change. Most people anyways. So they won't change. They'll stick to it even if they say they hate it. It's why people play games they don't like. Stopping would mean actually going to find something else to do. So So might as well just continue. There's no real downside to it. And their minds anyways, besides their own depression. So it's not like it matters. You know, when you don't understand something, it's really easy to lie to you. It's pathetically easy to lie to someone who doesn't know what the thing is. Just like how it's not exactly obvious that I'm not the one building right now. It's probably obvious this is not my level of building. And the answer isn't that it's pre-recorded or anything. Pre-recording it is not what I'm doing. The answer is actually much simpler. Actually, no. It's simple for me, but not simple for all of you. It's part of the little multi-personalities thing that I have. It's very easy for me to just swap out with someone else. Or just swap certain parts of my body. Like how I'm just talking. As I let one of the other ones play the game for me. And you would never know. Though that isn't exactly a bad thing. But it shows that information is very important to those who know about my condition and know how I've used it before. my own advantage. They know this isn't exactly anything out of the ordinary. Me and the others help each other out all the time. Just small little things that nobody else would notice. And it's not exactly a bad thing. But it's hard to tell. Unless you're me, you will never know. Unless I tell you, or unless you know me well enough to tell by the ever so small differences. You know, it's almost nice that I don't have any viewers right now. I can say whatever I want. And I don't have anybody to worry about. Nobody that I have to care for right now. Though, in its own way, it's also very sad. Because I enjoy talking to everybody in chat. It cheers me up a lot. I have a lot of bad days, but talking chat cheers me up every time. But I don't have that right now. So I get to talk about all the depressing shit that runs through my head. Which I probably shouldn't. But I can't really think of much else right now. Hopefully the sheep's done. I'm regaining its wool. I need something. Now then, if I'm correct, I can do something like... Oh, Foxy, it's dangerous there. Get over there. I'm missing one, but theoretically, if I do this now... Yeah. They stay within the house if I do that. Once I get enough carpet, I'll just carpet out like here and over there. And so they can walk around this entire space, pretty much. They'll still be safe, thankfully, inside the house, and no zombies will walk into it because it's like an invisible barrier. But besides that, it should be fine. Thanks that it should be fine. So they'll be fine. Give me your food. Foxy, we both know it's dangerous. Go back in. Is what I'm doing very dangerous if the villagers ever just walk out for now? Yeah, but it doesn't matter. I like it this way. Oh, since I've done that, time to go mining. I wonder how much materials are in this one chunk, like once I just completely destroy it down to the core. Where's all this water coming from? Underwater cave. If you're not part of my chunk, you don't exist. Leave. There. You can stay in those walls and never come out again. Thank you. Did I plan a way for me to get back up? Nope, I should go do that. Did you know cobblestone is slightly harder than stone for some reason? You would think literally cobbled stone that I've had to cobble together, would be weaker than the, like, full stone. Just the full, hard stone, but I suppose not. No, it's odd. The sharper something is, the more brittle it is. Huh. Like, by definition, the sharper an object is, the more brittle it becomes because of how thin it becomes. Like, the edge of a knife is extremely brittle. The knife itself may not be, but the edge sure is. The actual sharp part of a knife is super duper brittle. I would really like some better tools. But I don't have those. I have no idea how I found this. I was just going mining that way because I thought I might have overshot it, but no, I was actually perfectly in place. That's neat. little foxo. Would you look at that? Coincidentally, there's a lot of large trees here. Almost like I placed them. And a little bit of it. Where is the ban button? There it is. Get banned. I will never understand how... Just why? Actually, I will never understand why chatbots with those types of scams exist. Like, neat. Why would you, as a streamer, ever want fake viewers? What's the point of fake views? Would you like making your dick feel big with magical imaginary numbers? Then go play a video game. It's kinda sad if you use that. Okay, what was that range? What are you three doing? This is not even slightly gonna level you up, will it? I'm throwing these away. Why are you like this? Why do all of you want iron? Where am I supposed to get iron? I'll make an iron farm out of all of you if you do this. Swear. Is the sheep done again? I kinda still need more wool. And since I only have one sheep, that is my only option. I think I'm gonna go look for more sheep. Hopefully I can find one or two. That's a pig. That is an egg. Pig again. Wolf. Enderman on a tree. A lot of ice. Words, please, brain. There's not a single sheep in this entire area. Come on. Where are the sheep? Human. That's it. Okay, I'm killing the pigs. Hey, that looked like something I would have done. I've gotten myself lost, haven't I? Or not, honestly, I'm right back here. Well, that's nice. I can move all of this to the currently functional farm. This entire world generation just went haywire here. What is this? Is this how I'm supposed to be placing them? No. Do I care? Not in the slightest. He has no good traits I can use right now. A whole 6 emeralds. That's going to be so helpful. I don't even know where my shears went, honestly. Yeah, I don't know where they are, and I don't care. This is my solution. I'm not searching for them. No. You're stuck in there forever. There we go. Now it doesn't look like I've kidnapped them. They just, for some reason, really don't like dirtying the carpet. Yep, that's my reasoning. They just really like a clean carpet, that's all. I think I'm gonna cut today's stream short off here. I don't like how I'm talking. I don't like how I'm acting. I need to get my mood up before I stream again. It is not correct for me to stream like this. So, I'll see you all next time.
Let's begin with installing a software. In order to do this, go to slimevr.dev/down.
Of spawning. I did a bit of work to make it not an immediate death sentence to exist within 32 blocks of the thing, and I'm pretty sure I haven't found a slime chunk yet, but I'm still on the lookout for some new Lycanite mobs, and this is the easiest way of spotting them. It very quickly becomes apparent that yes, the mob buffet is doing exactly what you would expect it would. wood, and mobs that I need, a little beetle-looking thing called a gorgomite,